World War III, Stage 3. As I posted my prediction on my YouTube post, in this phase, we're going to have 19 interest mortgage rate. We're going to have the expansion of the war where multiple countries are going to come into play. We're going to have no fuel at the fuel pump or super high $9-10 per gallon for just the beginning, and then no fuel at the fuel pump, guys. Okay, and then we're gonna have the greatest, the deepest, the ugliest economic fever crash we ever seen in America and worldwide. And so let's dive in. Now, before I dive in, I want to talk about the war of Iran and America, the unjust war America started on Iran, illegal war. In the last phase, I said that Iran has won, and I talked about a couple of things that I said that it's going to happen, that America is going to leave the Middle East, Iran is going to charge some kind of toll, and a couple other things. And they all came true in the memorandum that the president signed. Basically was a surrender form that says, look, you can control the Strait of Hormuz, you can do this, you can do that. And then, of course, he did breach it, which makes no, wonder or surprise for me. That's what we've done since the beginning of America, right? We've done that with, with the Native Americans. We broke all the treaties with them, and so you can expect the same thing happening right now with Iran. But the memorandum of understanding was basically a surrendering form that Trump signed that said, look, Iran, I've lost. If you look in there, there's multiple things disfavored of Iran. I'm not the only one saying it. Before they signed it, I said that Iran had won. Now, Trump can take an L, and of course, because as I made a video, you can see up here, Iran has developed a blow that's internally bleeding America. Why do I say that? Is because the printing press, the petrodollar, is getting destroyed. And the reason we have so much power is because we can print money, and then everyone around the world needs our fiat currency to be able to buy the gas, aka petrodollar, because our dollars are not based by gold like it used to be, and it's just printed. And now Iran has delivered a internal hit that we're internally bleeding, and this is why we must now go all the way, because if we don't, we're going to lose our printing press. And now Iran has surely demonstrated in front of the whole world that some country that we thought just only rode camels has destroyed every base around our area, has made our soldiers free and run away and hide in civilian areas in the Middle East countries, and has done significant damage to our equipment, war equipment, even taken out some of the best airplanes that no one else in the world has ever done, and is continuing to defend itself. And now some of you say, Mike, well, America's beating Iran, and in one way you're right about that, because America is the biggest, baddest gorilla in the room, and is going against a baby, in a sense, or a lightweight country, right, that is called the third world. And of course you expect America to win, but look at the pain that Iran has caused America, because Iran is a country of wrestlers, a country of chess players, and they thought about this over and over for 47 years. And even though America is such a big superpower, and even though Iran got tag teamed two countries against one, even though they were the inferior, they delivered a massive blow to us and to our economy, and that everyone in the world is now getting to pay. Just like how we sanctioned Iran and made the Iranian people suffer, now Iran has realized that, hey, they can sanction the world. They can sanction me and you because our government is acting naughty, is not doing what it's supposed to do, okay? It's fucking killing innocent people, massacring innocent kids, elementary kids, and so on and so on. Not only in here, but all over the world. We just kidnapped the Venezuelan president. We're stealing their natural resources very bluntly, okay? This is what empire is. And Iran, and including myself, I'm against empires. I'm against, colonialism, socialism, and just, genocide. And, printing money and stinky bankers, because those things cause suffering. Doesn't matter if you're talking about foreign or interior. Because believe it or not, guys, the exact policies that America, Big Brother, is using for the foreign policies is the same exact reason you're suffering here. That's why you don't have health care. That's why you don't have child support. That's why the roads are shitty. That's why there's so much taxes. However, there's police brutality stepping on your neck. Whatever policies they use for foreign is exactly what they're using for interior. And taking our freedoms away, from having standing armies all the way down to money printing, which all these things, having massive taxation, all these things the founding forefathers were against, hence why they revolted, dude. Everything they were against, we are now going for, right? The founding forefathers, everything in the Constitution. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to get into the points that I'm going to make. I said that before this started, for the third time. I said this war is going to expand, and now we're going to see World War III in action. We saw that Ukraine is hitting Iran. We saw that Iran is hitting a bunch of more states, Gulf states. We saw some of the Gulf states are now hitting Iraq. We see them hitting the Houthis. The Houthis are now hitting Saudi Arabia. Now we're seeing multiple players being drawn in, as I predicted, which is now coming true. And at the same time, we're seeing UK talking about, hey, America, you can use my bases to bomb Iran and kill innocent civilians in this unjust, constitutional war, because, Congress got to declare the war, and they didn't, right? So, we are going to now really see when I said this is World War III come into play. We're going to have multiple players in this fight, and it's going to be very obvious. We have Ukraine and Russia. We have all these Gulf states involved now. We have Yemen. We have UK talking about they want to come in. Germany talking about they're going to send some airplanes in after after Iran surprise attacked them. Okay, come on, guys. If you're at a war and America is bombing the enemy and the enemy attacks you, it's not a surprise, dude. It's a war, dude. You got caught with your pants down. That's all that is. It doesn't even make sense. You're at a war. How can it be surprised? You just got caught with your pants down, okay? And Iran has been doing this over and over by destroying multiple billion-dollar satellites. Now, Iran hasn't tried to kill a whole lot of American soldiers, and I think they're trying to do that so the people in America don't rally around the flag. But Iran is, just not wasting his bullets. They're not doing what we do in America, just kill innocent people, blow up hospitals, blow up stadiums, TV station, bridges, elementary schools, cancer hospitals, shit like that. They don't do that. They have morals. They're Muslim, and they have morals and values, and they honor that more than this material world, right? I'm not Muslim, but just by watching them not hit any of these facilities helped me realize that, man, these guys really got standards, right? They could do just like what we're doing, just like what Israel is doing after the genocide, coming to Iran, going to Lebanon, and just destroying buildings and killing families, and just being Israel, right? A colonial settlers colony that is causing massive pain and suffering in the Middle East, dude, including Iran, including Palestine, including all around it, dude, right? But that's a different story. So we're now seeing the war expand. More and more countries are going to get into it, and guess what? This is what's going to lead into the 19% interest rate, guys. Okay, on mortgages, going to be even more, but guaranteed 19%. Okay. Now I've been saying that since 2016. I saw what was coming, and now I don't know if it was going to be this war, Iran with Iran, but I knew something was going to pop up. We're printing so much money. We're giving people free money. We're giving literally 0% interest rate. We did the forbearance program in COVID, 7.7 billion million. Forgot the numbers now. We're behind in their house payments. We bailed all these people out, dude. This is why we have inflation the way we have it now. And then we're going into wars, and we have so much of debt, and no one's want to buy our fucking treasuries because we're seizing people's money. We seize Russia's money. We've seized Iran's money. Venezuela. I mean, the story goes on. So the petrodollar has lost a lot of credibility. You know what I mean? Because of our seizures, asset seizures, money seizures, bank account seizures, right, to multiple countries. At the same time, of all the debt has lost credibility. At the same time, because of Iran doing what it's done, which is the final blow to the petrodollar by now stopping the flow of gas to the Gulf states, which is what pegs the fake currency that we print to something valuable, which the Middle East has. And so this is why no one's gonna, when I say no one, I'm saying no country's gonna want to buy our treasuries, hence why we have to give so much more, okay, in reward, in interest, and hence we're going to have 19% mortgage rates, guys. Okay, now let's talk about the gas. Now I said this in 2016, then I said it that we're going to have $9 gas when we go to war with Iran, and we're very close to it, guys. Okay, just right around the corner. I'm on tape. You can go to my YouTube channel and check this shit out. I can't make this shit up, dude. I'm on video. I've said this multiple times. Now here it is. Now I said that because it's just gonna be, it's gonna be fake. It's gonna be like $9, $10, excuse me, per gallon, but you're not gonna be able to find it, dude. Okay, so the cost per gallon might be like $100, right? It may be per gallon, right? Not barrel, a gallon, because if you really want to get some, right, you may go to like 10 different gas stations, no one has it. One guy is like, hey man, like a drug dealer, hey man, I got some gallon, it's gonna be $100. If you want to fill your tank up, it'll be that type of situation if you can find it, guys. Okay, and the reason I say that is because of this illegal war, because of our thirst for empire domination, colonialism, all that jazz, what we've done to Iraq, Lebanon. I mean, the story goes on, dude, right? Iran's going to destroy all the gas. So they say that if we can't sell gas, no one can sell gas. If you're going to make us suffer, we're going to make you suffer. And I think they have the right to do that because America has made the Iranian average citizen suffer through all the tariffs. They couldn't even get cancer medicine. They couldn't even get insulin, this. But on the other hand, it has made Iran strong, self-sufficient. So it's a catch-22. But now Iran has realized that, man, I have power, that the world, in Iran we have this saying in Esfahan that says Esfahan is half the world, right? And now I get to see why, because the strait is half the world. Like if you stop the oil, half the world is going to suffer, dude, right? It's that important. And now Iran's going to say, look, dude, we control this area. We are the new tariff guy. If you don't treat our country correctly, we're going to tariff you like you've been tearing us up for 47 years, dude. You know what I mean? You made our inflation extremely high. You made our people poor. You made us suffer, whatever. Now, who cares if you don't like the way we govern, or you think, we should eat our food with our right hand versus the left hand, if we should read from left to right, or you think, our religion's wrong, or you don't like the way we talk, or whatever. It's none of your fucking business, dude. Let us live our own fucking life. You live your own fucking life. And, and I agree to that. That's the whole idea of the founding forefathers is, freedom, democracy, less government, not big standing armies, not huge government, not so much taxes, not so much fucking laws, dude. Less. Because the more you have that, then you have tyranny. And not only does tyranny start with external policy, foreign policy, but that same exact mathematical formula that is used to cause all these genocide, all these crazy mad wars, is applied here at home with our own society, dude. The same exact blueprint, dude. Maybe a little bit milder down. But the point I'm trying to make is, dude, there's not going to be gas at the gas station. Iran's going to destroy the infrastructure. They've already destroyed the infrastructure. They've already clogged up 2 ports, 2 waterways that deliver majority of the oils, okay? And not all oils, but you're talking about oil side effect products, right? Like plastic and, things to grow your food and fertilizer and so on and so on and so on, guys, okay? And the actual infrastructure is getting blown. Like the Houthis just hit Saudi Arabia's biggest, refineries, and they hit the biggest oil, because not only are they hitting the actual oil pipes, but once the oil comes up, the crude oil, it has to be refined for us to be able to use it. They're hitting those refineries, which takes a long time, dude, to set those up, dude. So, not this thing is that's popping off, this unjust war that America has caused. It's causing you suffering, it's causing me suffering, it's causing every person in the fucking world suffering, from India to Pakistan to China, everyone, dude, okay? From gas prices, fuel prices, to food prices, all of because of Israel, the Zionist colonists, dude, the country that committed genocide. And we allowed them to do that. We funded them material bombs for them to drop on innocent kids. We give them money, we give them political cover, we give them news cover, we give them all this stuff. That's why that genocide, Holocaust, international criminal is in America, and nothing is happening, okay? Because we cover them, dude. Now, this is not what I'm saying. This is what the international court is saying, that dude, the leader of Israel, is a genocide, and he's wanted by the International Criminal Court. And we allowed that fucker inside of our own country. Why paying so much money covering his security when the average person can't even feed their fucking kids, dude, right? Or is getting into debt, dude, you know what I mean? Or, or a car used to be $15,000 for that F-150, now they're on $50,000. We went from 15 to 50, dude, right? Because of these unjust wars. Look how many wars we got onto, dude. You know how many, okay? So instead of spending, my thing is, instead of spending the money taking Venezuela, we need to spend the money at home, dude. Instead of going bombing Iraq, let's fix our own problems at home, dude. Instead of worrying about what everyone else is doing outside of our own country, let's not police them. Let's focus on our own self. Let's have less police, less government, less regulation, less rules, because all that stuff creates injustices. More rules, more criminals, dude. That's as simple it is, dude. More rules, more criminals. More laws, more criminals. More rules, more unjust, okay? And so again, no gas is going to be happening, dude, at the gas station. We talked about the interest rate. We talked about how now we're getting to see this, how this is World War III, and there's not going to be any debate about it. Because before, when Russia and Ukraine popped up, I said, hey, this is the beginning of World War III. People were like, whatever. When Iran and America popped up, I said, okay, this is stage 2. People were like, whatever. Now we can clearly see that, hey, this is stage 3. Multiple countries. There's a good chance that Russia, China, they're all going to come in because everyone has a benefit. For example, why does Lebanon is going to come in? Why is the Houthis going to come in? It's not because they love Iranian people. They get to see now that there's going to be a benefit. If the Houthis stand up right now, they're going to be able to control that Red Sea and charge a fee for it. They're going to be able to get that barricade from their country for so many years, which made them so poor, out. So all these players are going to get to see, look, man, it's kind of like, a rumble, dude. Like if you've ever been into a school and has multiple gangs, if you've ever been in a prison, there's multiple gangs, right? and then a rumble happens, everyone that has beef will just go and get into it, because they